LoreWarrior Armour. Huitzilopochtli Assault Tank. Overview. Designed to meet the clan's need for more mobile artillery, the Huitzilopochtli, better known as the Huey, is a descendant of the Padilla artillery tank. The Star League defense forces who joined Kerensky in the Exodus included very few artillery pieces in their armament, and most of those were destroyed during the Civil War, leaving the clans woefully lacking in any support weapons. Equipping mechs with Arrow 4 launchers proved moderately effective, but was considered a misuse of mechs, and assignment to such hybrid machines was not highly regarded. As a result, Nicholas Kerensky was forced to concede the need for a new tank-based artillery platform, and thus was born the Huitzilopochtli. Capabilities. The Huitzilopochtli carries an internal combustion engine rather than an XL fusion engine used in the Star League Padilla, making it considerably slower than the Padilla. The clans accept this disadvantage, however, because they're loath to waste such technology on a vehicle. At a flank speed of 32 kph, the Huitzilopochtli is considered too slow to cross long distances under its own power, and so Hueys are usually transported by dropship to their general area of operation. Twin Arrow 4 box launchers dominate the forward section of the vehicle, each capable of hitting a target more than 3 kilometers away. The Huey carries 10 rounds for each launcher, usually evenly divided between tag homing missiles, with a focus warhead that allows precision strikes, and area effect impact fused rounds. There is a third round type of warhead developed by the clans, allowing the system to cover an area with field artillery scatterable mines, or FASCAM submunitions. While the Arrow 4 provides the Huey with a devastating weapon system, it's unsuited to defense, and so the tank carries several layers of secondary weaponry. Mounted in the compact turret are a pair of Calibri medium pulse lasers designed to saturate an area with fire and to increase the probability of a successful attack. The primary role is anti-infantry defense, and they've proven effective against both armored and unarmored troops. The turret also contains an ER small laser that provides additional firepower against targets within 180 meters. A nose-mounted, fast-load 40mm autocannon can also be used against both armored infantry and vehicles, but is of minimal use against regular infantry. Rounding out its armament are side-mounted machine guns that can deliver a devastating barrage of fire against any unarmored personnel. The tank's defensive systems center on a sophisticated broadband ECM unit that jams enemy sensors and targeting systems, and though it fails completely to hide the vehicle, it is successful in degrading the performance of enemy systems, making it hard to engage. Its armor is considerably lower tech because the tank is regarded as a rear echelon unit and carries standard forged armor rather than ferrofibrous compounds. Deployment. One of the few vehicles used by Clan Jade Falcon in a non-training role, the Falcons classify them as support units rather than combatants. Several Huitzilopochtlis were deployed to Coventry in the campaign of 3058, and as Clan Jade Falcon sought to prove its honour and prowess against the combined might of the Great Houses, they also proved the effectiveness of the Huitzilopochtli. Mass, 85 tonne, movement type is tracked, power plant is an ICE 70, its cruise speed is 22 kph and its flank speed is 32 kph, with armour being Forging ZK-11. Armament is 2 Calibri Omega Series medium pulse lasers, a Series 1 extended range small, a Type 31 Ultra AC-5, 2 Series 9 machine guns, and 2 Arrow 4 launchers. Manufactured by various groups, its communication system is the TJ6 Bell integrated, and its targeting system is the Series 6 TTS. Yes, this is a tank that I had to look up the pronunciation of because, trust me, it gets used a lot. Hell, even the writer at some point decided to stop saying Huitzilopochtli to then go Huey, because obviously they were sick of writing the name because it's such a fucking mouthful. Oh, God. I hope I got it right. I checked a few different places and they all seem to pronounce the H-U-I-T as a wit noise, Huitzilopochtli. While others were saying Huitzilopochtli, but I think it's Huitzilopochtli, so I don't know. You say it enough, you just start to go, fuck, man, Huitzilopochtli. So fuck you, man. So the armor is a... Oh, no, we got the engine, sorry, it's obviously 170. It moves at a blistering 2 and 3, but that's not a problem. It's not a vehicle that's supposed to be up close and poisonal. It's supposed to be launching arrows across multiple hex boards of terrain. It only has the 10 heat sinks, and its armor is, yes, quite small, 88. It has 20 on the front, 18 on the sides, 16 on the rear, and 16 on the turret. Its medium pulsators are feckin' massive, aren't they? Look at the size of those buggers. They're both turret mounted, naturally. The ER small is also, I think it's right there at the front. There's a little sort of what looks like a tiny little gun on the front there, middle of the turret, just above the driver's viewport. And there's an Ultra 5 in the body, which is that weird sort of flower petal kind of shaped, I guess, rotating barrel with 40 shots for the for the Ultra 5. The twin machine guns you can see there, that obviously have a good field of fire. Technically, I guess they can fire to the sides, the front, and the rear, though I don't know if the rules will allow that. Then the two arrow systems, of course, have 20 shots between them, so 10 each, and the ECM suite located in the body. It's a deadly artillery vehicle, essentially. You don't see a lot of arrow for carrying vehicles, but there is one. Fabled death machine. And obviously something that the clans are generally loath to just use. They don't really like using artillery. They're not big fans of it. It's not very honourable, but then they do also see that they do need sometimes to blow shit up at range before they do send in the big old manly mech warriors and the such. So, because these ultra tank-bred super soldiers can't take down a fortress by just giving it, a blue steel gaze and destroying the walls. No, they actually need something that can just do that for them, which just shows how fucking pathetic they really are, because, the clanners think they're so superior, and then they have to rely on, traditional military tactics to actually get the job done. Idiots. But, it's, I think it's the second, there's only a couple of assault tanks. Yeah, there's only one more. It's probably one of my favourites of the clan vehicles, to be honest. It's the Mars, but we'll get to that one next, depending on what day this is in the week. But if you listen to this one now, the Mars is the last tank in TRO 3060. So we'll be done with the vehicles. It brings a tear to the eye. But visually, the Huitzilopochtli is it's a spud, but again, it fits the role. I don't know where the missiles travel through the back for the ammo thing. I don't know. It's very flat and low, but then the treads and the sides of it are very high. I guess the missile ammo must be traveling all the way through the sort of sides of the vehicle, so the ammo bin must be further back. I don't know. It's a bit weird. It'll all be automated, obviously, so it's not really much of a problem. It's not like there's a little crewman who has to slide each missile into a tube after they're launched. So, yeah, again, another field of view nightmare for the driver, of course, as all he can see is directly ahead of him and has to rotate the vehicle. Basically, if you do come under attack in one of these vehicles, you are going to be bricking it and relying almost entirely on the commander to fucking keep you alive in that case. Otherwise, you're going to have to rotate the vehicle left and right just to see what's around you, which is obviously not the best. Presumably there are cameras on these things that allow the driver and the commander and the gunner and all that to get a better field of view all around the vehicle, but it's a bit weird. Alright, well, I've got a cat staring at me for some reason, so I'll go find out what she wants, and I will catch you all next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.